Alrighty, YouTube, it's your boy Zxous, and I can't be asked to open up the game, so we're just going to go on Pride Win so I can look at her kit and stuff like that. But today I'm going to be giving my honest thoughts about K. So obviously, I think it's funny because yesterday the video I uploaded was it was titled "I Saved K," right? And everyone comes like, Zxous, don't say you saved K. Everybody else told you this too, but it's like, I'm not trying to claim, like, if you guys want to say you guys made the mast and anchor combination with Kate, by all means, I don't really care about that. But I just want to clear up something. The very first showcase I recorded of K, I literally said I cannot try her out with mast and anchor because I don't have mast and anchor. So how did everybody tell me about mast and anchor before I put out a video of K? That I'm gonna let you guys think about. But anyways, let's talk about K. Like I said, I'm not saying I saved K. I'm not saying I created the mast and anchor team. I'm not saying that. I think it was just common sense, right? I just didn't end up making, I guess me titling it I saved K got a lot of people upset. I'm sorry. That's what I'm going to just say. I apologize if I got you upset with titling the video I saved K. Now, I think K is cool enough. I think, especially since, you know, with Miranda, with Master, with Anchor, and even with Privity to an extent, if you do want to use that team, where K is realistically just the main DPS, I feel like it's good just for the Elysion tower, but at the same time, like, Elysion has like Rappy and stuff like that, so it is what it is. But I think the character herself is okay. I don't really like the fact that the character does need a perfect team, right? Obviously, this character does more damage based on her critting, not actually having crit damage, just based on her critting, right? Well, I don't want to say not having crit damage because you know what I mean, right? Basically, after 4 crits hit, she does 23% of final attack additional damage. So it's like, you want her to crit, you get more damage. If she doesn't crit, you don't get as much damage, right? I just think the whole thing with this character of like wanting to stack up, she doesn't work with a lot of characters, right? Like her first skill, activates and firing the last bullet. A lot of the best characters, especially the best like burst 1 supports, even some of the burst 2 supports, a lot of them increase ammo capacity or refill mag or something like that. Like, you cannot use K with the bunny girls because Noir increases ammo capacity and reload magazines and whatever. You cannot use her with Little Mermaid because Little Mermaid reloads magazine. You cannot use her with Litter because Litter increases max ammo capacity. You know what I mean? There are so many of these crazy supports you cannot use this character with for the sole purpose that they have increased ammo capacity. The only support you can use her with and actually have a very decent team is with Master and Anchor, right? Because you can use Crown with this character. There's no problem with you using Crown with this character, but it's like, then what? I mean, I guess Crown and Helm, I did do that video as well, and I probably got the best results from that. I think, if I remember correctly, I think I got my best results from K with Crown and Helm on the team, which is hilarious because everybody was like, oh my god, you need her with crit damage, but it's like Helm and Crown do not give a crit damage buff. They just give attack damage buffs. But obviously, like, if an attack damage buff is giving me more damage than my crit damage buff, then obviously I'm gonna hit. It's common sense. And this is what I was trying to say in my last video, because everyone's like, she's not gonna work if you don't give her a crit buffer. But it's like, she hit harder without crit buffers than with crit buffers, but I'll leave it. Okay. But yeah, I think I hit the hardest with Crown and Helm, because none of them give ammo capacity. Helm gives hit rate, which is good for this character. I just don't really like the full thing of like the stacking, right? I think the stacking is great actually. I just don't like the fact that everything resets when a full burst ends. I think it would have been better if everything reset when her burst skill ended, right? So like when you used her burst skill, then it would end after you used her burst skill. But I don't really like the fact that her skill 1 and skill 2, every single thing resets after a full burst. It's very hard to stack 100 in time unless you do fully invest into this character, right? Because when I use her at 10 10 10, it's rare for me to get to 100 stacks. right? It's not, I don't want to say it's rare, but it's not as like as efficient as you would think it would be, especially when you have her 555. It's going to be damn near difficult to get her 100 stacks, right? So you kind of have to invest into her a lot for her to actually be fully stacked up on that crit rate buff right there, right? And again, the crit rate buff is great and all. She's guaranteed critting basically with 13 characters in the game, and then she's doing additional damage for every time she lands a crit. I think that's a great, right? I think that mechanic right there is great. The more times she crits, the more damage she does, or the additional damage she does. I think that's cool. I just don't like the full burst mechanic, right? Every single thing from her fulfillment of righteousness or the tilted skill, all these gets removed when a full burst ends, right? I don't really necessarily like her max arm capacity effect either on her skill 2, because this skill 2 procs when she gains tilted skill. So it's like she loses ammo capacity by 51% and then gives herself a 10% attack damage buff, right? I want to point out something as well, right? Notice how, right, the crit character, I want you guys to think about something. Notice how K, the only buffs K gives herself are attack and attack damage buffs, and not crit damage buff. Because if she was to give herself crit damage buffs, I mean, maybe she would pop off because she's going to guarantee crit, but I don't think so. Crit in this game, if you do not know, crit in Nikke is not as crazy in other games. Like, I know in other games when you hit a crit, that's what you want. In Nikke, critical hits are not that crazy. I don't know why, but it's just not that crazy, respectfully. So yeah, I think the only thing I would have changed about this character is, one, I would probably make the additional damage a bit higher if I wanted to make her good. Right, because I know I don't like really want any more burst 3 DPSs for a while, just because that's what we keep getting and it's just annoying now. But at the same time, like, I don't want them to just drop burst 3 DPSs and they're bad, because I'm tired of burst 3 DPSs, right? So I think I would increase this right here to at least like minimum 70, maybe 100 for her to really pop off. And I think the other thing I would change is maybe this. I think I would have max arm capacity continuously, and then find a way to like have this be removed. No, I think this is fair. This should be continuously. Like, honestly, max arm capacity should be continuously, and then when the full burst ends, it goes away, right? Until you get tilted skill again. I think that's fair, right? Because then it's kind of like helping herself be quite crazy. You know what I mean? And then her burst skill, I think her burst skill is cool and all. Nothing too crazy for me, but I think it's cool and all. Maybe the only things I would have said is that the attack damage and attack buff could have went to everybody else. I think she didn't need to give herself those by herself, but it's fine. Like, if she's giving it to herself, she's giving it to herself. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, I do think K is cool and all. I do want to say you guys made the Mass and Anchor team. Like I said, I'll give you guys that if you wanted. Like, I don't really care about that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think K is hype? Do you think K is strong? Are you guys happy with K? Are you not happy with K? Let me know what you think. But it's your boy Zxous. I'm out. Peace.